Hello everyone, my name is Taruku Madhushankar Kubratna and my student ID is S1487835 and this is the assignment 2 of BIT353 Network Architecture and Protocols and my lecturer is John Rankin. Today I'm going to talk uh, about big data, internet of things, and cloud. So this is my task. I have three tasks, uh, and my first task is why a business should add the following services like big data, internet of things, and cloud services. First, I will talk about big data. Big data can help businesses reduce cost. It means big data technologies like Tableau, Hadoop, and Amazon Web Services bring with them significant cost advantages when it comes to storing large amount of data. These technologies can also identify more efficient ways of doing businesses. The second thing is help the business to better understand the market. Today's market depend on data collection as they can be used to analyze and understand consumer behaviors while also providing clear insight into which products or services are the most popular. Having a clear understanding of market trends can help a business stay ahead of their competitors and one step ahead of their customers. So the third thing is saves time. Using big data allows us to move faster and more efficiently. In the past, businesses would have collected and analyzes information to generate results that could be used when making more educated, immediate decisions in the workplace. However, constant development in technology has made it much more easier, more accurate, and less time consuming, which saves time. This allows organizations to stay competitive. So, and now I'm going to talk about Internet of Things. Uh, the first thing of that is it cost reduction. So, maintenance cost can be positively impacted when IoT devices are used with sensors to keep business equipment running at peak efficiency. On the fly troubleshooting of offices equipment catches problems before they impact staff and employees, saving the hassle and cost of large repairs. And also, it improves efficiency. IoT devices can simplify and streamline many work processes to increase efficiency. Administrative tasks like scheduling are nourish time eaters. So automating these can help businesses stay productive. Virtual assistants like Google Assistant or Alexa can handle these duties so employees can focus on more pressing concerns. So now I'm going to talk about cloud computing. So it has some advantages like saves money and high availability and also increase security. You can see that I mentioned everything what it talks about. So now I'm gonna go to the task two. So this is my task two. So now I'm gonna demonstrate the use of big data, Internet of Things, and cloud operations in the business world. So yeah, so it is possible to implement the gift data, Internet of Things, and the cloud in a virtual environment network for the business. This guide shows this can be achieved using VMware. So I I have screenshots every step to the end. So the first step is installing Contiki OS on VMware, which will act as the IoT operating system. First, we have to download Contiki VMware. So you have to go to this link. The next step is to open VMware and open the virtual machine by navigating to the directory where the Contiki VM content is saved. Yeah, you can see that. Then start the virtual machine. Like you have to put the password and guest session, go to the, and then log into the access the desktop. This is the desktop. Then install it's successful, and we now have to out continuity OS running on VMware. uh, then the next step is to install on cloud in the same VMware. First we download the on cloud VM and saving to our local disk by opening this link. You can see this link. uh, then we start VMware ECXI server, and you have to put the username and password. After successful login, we open the virtual machines. Tap on the left navigation menu. You can see the navigation menu. The next step is to create register a virtual machine. You can see create a new virtual machine here. Select deploy virtual machine from an OVF or OVA file. This is the you can see that. And then name the virtual machine and drag the file we download earlier. Then click the next and select the storage interface appears. uh, Next screen is the license agreement. Just accept and click next. Then select the deployment options. uh, the last screen is the review screen, which shows all the configurations. You can see all the configurations. After the installation is finished, we can now see the details of the installation. You can see the details of the installation. Now we can open the virtual machine to finish the setup. After choosing the language, then the location, we set up the domain and network configuration. After the network is set up, the next step is the domain setup. Then we add the account information right here: organization name, email, password. You have to retype your password. After filling the information, we confirm the host settings. The final configure the system. Yeah, it's configuring the system. After some time, the setup is finally complete. You can see the setup is successful. Then pressing the finish button restarts the server. It's restarting the server. Um, and after restarting, you are now ready to log in. So now on cloud is set up. The final installation is Apache Hadoop on VMware. First, we download the file available on this link. Um, you can see the uh, Hadoop. So open VMware and import the .ova file. After the installation is done, then we can now start the virtual machine. There is no password set, so just click login with the default Hadoop username. Yeah, this is the desktop. uh, then open the terminal and check whether the files are running or not. You can see this should take some time, so don't worry about it. And after finishing, type JPS on the terminal. It shows all the components. You can see all the components right here. So we have now successfully installed all the virtual machines in out VMware. This demonstrates that big data, Internet of Things, and cloud operations can be done in a virtual environment using a virtual machine like VMware. You can use any virtual machine you want. Yeah, that's my task 3. So now I'm gonna talk about uh, 3 labs that I did. So this is the task 3. So I did first lab. It is Cisco USC platform emulator. So the UCS platform emulator provides a way to play with Cisco UCS manager without any form of hardware. This report presents the setup process of the Cisco UCS emulator and how to perform different type of configurations. So first you have to uh, download the Cisco from here platform. Uh, so you can see this is the UCS manager. Then to set up the UCS platform manager, open VMware workstation and import the downloaded file as shown on the steps below. Click open the virtual machine and then select the downloaded file. After import has finished, click the start button to start emulator. The installation should begin as shown below. You can see that. After the installation is completed, it prompts you to log in with the provided credentials. Upon successful login, you are presented with the main from where you can choose different options. Uh, if we open the show status option, it shows the status of the emulator as shown below. Using this information, we can open the UCS manager using a web browser. To open the UCS GUI, we navigate to the address this 192.168.85.128 config in a browser, and it opens the UCS GUI. Uh, Before opening the UCS manager using the launch UCS manager, we can preview the existing hardware devices or equipment. The default configuration come with 3 chassis as shown in the figure below. You can see the thing, and then we can create another chassis from scratch, but it's not configured by default. So the easiest way is to copy an existing chassis. To copy an existing chassis, click on the existing chassis and click the copy icon, and it will duplicate the chassis. From here you had a copy from here. After the duplication is completed, you should be able to see the new chassis on the list of chassis. You can see from here everything. The screenshot shows the newly created chassis from the duplication, which has all components including the fans and the power supply units. Having created a new chassis, we can now proceed to insert new components like DIMM, CPU, disk adapters, and power supply units. The following screenshot shows our configurations. To validate that all the configurations are valid, we click on the validate button from here, and this shows a list of all the equipment and their status as shown on figure below. And now we are ready to launch the UCS manager by clicking on the open UCS manager icon, which takes you back to the UCS manager home. You can see it from here. and launch UCS manager. Then proceed to log in with the admin as username and admin as password. And this opens UCS manager as shown below. You can see that. So now the UCS manager can be used to make any configurations you want. Yeah, that's my lab 1. So now I'm gonna talk about lab 2. It is UCS platform emulator. First, creating a UCSPE lab. This lab involves creating a chassis from scratch. In the UCS manager, you click on the equipment and it should display all the equipment that is currently configured as shown below. To add chassis, navigate to the chassis section and click on the plus icon. A text box to enter the name of the chassis is displayed as shown below. You can see here, and enter the name and click at the add button, and the chassis is created and success managed is displayed as shown below. You can see here. And the next step is to edit the device by clicking on the edit icon. This opens edit page where you can different components to chassis. To make it easier to configure the device, we pick a template from the templates tab, select on the template and drag into the upper section, and it will display a success message. The next step is to add a fan from the fan tab. When you drag the fan, it shows the maximum number of fans you can add depending on the available slots. For our choices, we have a maximum for 4 slots. Then the next step is at the disk from the disk tab, and the next step is adding the SIOC modules. Before the inserting chassis, we connect all the links as the chassis cannot be inserted if the links are not connected. The links are successfully connected. You can see from here. And the next step is insert the chassis. This asks for confirmation as shown below, and the chassis is successfully launched. You can see successfully launched addition of chassis with serial CH51. Refreshing the topology view shows the new chassis file. You can see, and that is my lab 2. So now I'm going to do lab 12. uh, Lab 12 is energy efficiency and data center. We created an account in the site given below. This is the site. You can go and sign up from there and do this lab. So energy efficiency course, I did 2 labs: energy efficiency course and the data center. So energy efficiency course is this one. uh, this is the certificate of that. You can see active energy efficiency using speed control, and the given below is the data center course certificate of completion. uh, so a comparison of AC and DC power distribution in the data center. So this is the that is the certificate of data center course. So yeah, that is my assignment 2 presentation. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Bye.